Hey, everybody. We are so glad that you have joined us tonight. We really appreciate whatever brought you here. Someone loves you, cares about you, convinced you to listen in, or you are interested in nutrition, getting even healthier. We're all on different walks of life. And when I was a young mom, I wish I had known what I know now. We did try to eat healthy. I am Debbie Walton. I am a master personal trainer. I've been in the fitness business. I just had a birthday, so now I got to say 41 years. And I've been studying nutrition for about 36 years. I took a special interest in it because I started thinking about having kids. And my mom had a heart attack at age 29. My dad dropped dead in his early 50s. And so I knew with my genes that I needed to do as much as I could to stay healthy, to raise my would-be family. And so I learned at University of South Carolina in their master's nutrition program that plants were the major answer to our health. There's lots of components to health, but the research is clear. There's thousands of studies now that plants, our diet, is the number one contributor. As a matter of fact, I just read something yesterday for medical professionals talking about how most medical professionals now know that diet is the number one factor in our health outcome. And the World Health Organization just declared this the decade of nutrition, you guys. That's hot off the press. So anyway, I was trying to get people to eat more plants and feeling a little like I was hitting my head against the wall. And then fast forward 15 years ago, I heard about concentrated fruits and veggies in a capsule. And if you have rolled your eyes and thought, yeah, right, well, I was with you. Okay, I kind of refused to look at this because I thought it was a multivitamin with fruit juices thrown in, and there's some knockoffs that are exactly that. And multivitamins were losing favor in the nutritional world. So when a family member had extraordinary results that I knew only a wide variety of plants could get you, I agreed to look. And what I found was that each bottle contains 10 fruits, 10 veggies, 10 berries, and now we have the 5 different omegas. And I'll talk about that in a minute. It's quite extraordinary, but that's a newer out just for almost 2 years now. But anyway, when I researched this, I found a huge body of research, and I had never seen that in the nutritional world. I had looked at a lot of multivitamins with zero research proving that they were doing anything good in our body. And now we know that taking isolated nutrients can actually throw our body out of whack. So what is Juice Plus? Well, first of all, it is real food. Honey, I shrunk the fruits and veg. The company goes out and inspects the farms, the soil, the seeds, the growing practice before you get to be a Juice Plus farm. And these are family-run farms that once they contract with Juice Plus, we do regular inspections, but there is a relationship there. They know it's excellent growing practices, and they take these 10 fruits, 10 veggies, 10 berries, vine ripen, and then throw them into a huge vat, chop them, skin, seeds, and all. And that's where the plus comes from, Juice Plus. When's the last time you ate lemon peel? Well, it's in Juice Plus. The peel, the seeds of almost all the plants. There's a few seeds that need to be kicked out because they're toxic, but it's the entire plant. And what science has discovered is that there's extraordinary nutrition in the peel. Just recently, some great for your skin nutrition was discovered in an orange peel. So when's the last time you ate the peel? Well, if you swallowed these incredibly easy to swallow capsules, after they're chopped into a slurry, they're flash dried with literally the highest technology known. And in seconds at low temp, they are dried into a powder and encapsulated. It's really brilliant. And then if you don't like to swallow capsules, you can get them in a fabulous tasting gummy, and kids love the gummies as well. And I want to be sure and mention that kids 4 and up through college can get Juice Plus for free, tagged on to a parent. And so you notice right away that this is different. I don't know if you can see that, but it says nutrition facts. That's like a box of broccoli, okay, but better because it's 10 veggies. But a multivitamin will say supplement facts, okay? Supplements mostly have totally lost favor in the nutritional and medical world. And so that intrigued me, that it had a whole food label. But when I saw the huge body of research, it really blew my mind. I mean, you guys, I had been looking for nutritional research. I'd been reading it, and I'd never seen it on a product done directly on the humans that eat the product. And these studies, we have 38 published and more on the way. One that is getting huge reviews on our all plant-based omega, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But I want to talk about this. The Journal of Nutrition, one of the top journals for dietitians, anyone into nutrition, and it showed that Juice Plus improved your immune function, balanced it. So if you have autoimmune disease, allergies, asthma, where the body is attacking itself or imaginary enemies, if you have chronic fatigue, Crohn's, diabetes, if you are not fighting off colds and flus as well, you want to understand what the significance of this study, that it improved the balance. So it's not overactive, not underactive, by 30% in the first 60 days. That is huge. That's huge. That kind of blew my mind. And then this study was done at the University of South Carolina, where I went back to school. I know the quality of that school. And it showed total body inflammation reduced by 17 to 38% in 2 months. Now, inflammation is the commonality of all scary disease. So if you have allergies, they go on and they're chronic, then you create this inflammation in your body, and that can lead to bronchitis and asthma. So inflammation either causes the disease, it's very involved in cancer, heart disease. We know it's involved in Alzheimer's. We don't understand all the implications of that. Dementia, you name it. Everything you don't want to get. Heart disease, the number one cause that we will die, is caused more by inflammation in women than high cholesterol, you guys. But I just threw one of my favorite studies. One of my absolute favorite top study published in the top journal for cardiologists showed that Juice Plus improves blood vessel dilation and the inside of your arterial health. You guys, this is the top journal for cardiologists, and the research on Juice Plus was highlighted as a must read. I mean, we've got thousands and thousands of healthcare professionals that choose Juice Plus, including the head of Yale Preventive Health, David Katz. So I could go on. Kids and reducing their risk of diabetes, improving skin health and elasticity and hydration. I don't know any woman that wouldn't want that. Fabulous for athletes, better gum health. And even MD Anderson chose our shake, which I'm going to talk about right now, and the capsules to study with ovarian cancer survivors, stage 2 and 4. Why is this shake mix so spectacular? I think they named it so perfectly, complete. Okay, complete, because it has a fabulous balance of all plant protein. okay? And fibers that feed your good gut microbiome. The gut microbiome absolutely loves the fiber in complete 8 grams of fiber and complex carbohydrates from 17 more plants, things like organic quinoa, amaranth, millet, pumpkin, pomegranate, yucca, mushrooms for vitamin D, and women. This is my number one contributor to my calcium for the day. You want to get your calcium from whole food, and this Juice Plus supplies 45% of your needed calcium. So that with a little weight bearing exercise, and you should be good. Let me mention the omega really quick. Everybody knows we need omegas. I know you've heard that the eyes and the brain must have omegas to stay healthy. And you guys, I heard an extraordinary story. I won't take time to tell, but an extraordinary story of what happened when someone increased their omegas because they were having some serious health issues. But this is all plant-based. We don't need the fish. The fish get their omega from algae. So this company is so brilliant. They went straight to algae grown in clean water. So there's no risk of ocean toxins, and we're not going to overfish, and no fishy burps. But the coolest thing is it has 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And I guarantee you, you mark my word, that the science is going to come out that we need the variety in omegas, not just 3, just like we need the variety in plants. So it's pretty incredible. And then if you want to grow your own, we pick a huge salad or put it in I just used a lot of our veggies in my pasta dish tonight. If you want to grow your own, Juice Plus bought the rights from Epcot. I don't know if you can see that. That is the tower. And in 4 to 5 weeks, it looks like this. Full, ready to start harvesting, and many people, hundreds of families, schools, hospitals now are growing their own produce. So you don't have to worry, is there an E. coli recall? It's fresher, it tastes better, and it uses less than 5% of the water that you would use. And you guys, we need to be conserving water. It is, if you put the same plants in the soil, it uses less than 5%. It waters itself. Ask about the tower garden if you would love to save money and have the tastiest, freshest produce, and you can grow it year round. So what happened to me when we got on Juice Plus, I was at the top of my game. I thought I was, very healthy, and I couldn't believe it. But I was a little bit of a carb craver. And in 2 months, that went away. My husband's joints quit hurting that he had been fighting for years. He became a believer. That's the anti-inflammation. In 2.5 months, he asked me why things were starting to taste so sweet. He had had the big belly, and that's a big sign of prediabetes. And so when you can get your insulin functioning better, you get food into your cells faster, so you don't need as many calories to be satisfied, and you don't need the sweets. So if you feel like you're craving more food than your body needs, ask yourself if you might be pre-diabetic. They say 1 out of every 2 Americans are diabetic or pre-diabetic. You guys, we can change that. Plants help your insulin function better. And so our joints, my skin improved. It is absolutely not aged like my peers that are not flooding their body with plants every day. I credit the shake and the capsules for breezing through menopause. We can tell you more about that if you've got questions on that. My husband, because his taste buds changed so much and his insulin started working so much better, he lost 35 pounds the first year, and he's kept it off for 14 years. And I had tried for 15 years prior to that to help him lose weight. You guys, it's not weight loss. It's get healthy. Flood your body with plants. for literally, this is ridiculous. I'm just going to go ahead and tell it. This whole set of 35 plants you can have every day for about $3.48 a day. How are you going to get 35 plants in your body for $3.48 a day, and that includes shipping, and a child can get it free. There's just no other way to do it. So we have more results. My daughter's eczema went away. They started doing better in sports. I could go on and on about us, and I was quite frankly very shocked because we were the healthiest family on the block. But we have another woman I want to share what she saw when they started flooding their body with plants. Ellen, would you share with us?
Yes, I would be happy to. My story was quite a miracle because 15 years ago at Christmas time, I suddenly got very sick. I was in the parking lot at a mall, and it was just like this wave of sickness came over me, and I thought there's something so wrong with me. My right hand swelled up. My left knee swelled up like the size of a watermelon. I was running a fever. And finally, I was on the way. My husband took me to a Vanderbilt emergency room. And when we were on the way there, I said to my husband, I said, I sure hope that I didn't buy those Christmas dresses for my funeral. And my husband didn't argue with me because we both knew that I was really that sick. So then when I got to Vanderbilt emergency room, it was like they took me straight back. No insurance card, no payment, anything. They took me straight back. And before I knew it, it was like there were 60 residents all around me taking pictures and notes and asking my husband questions. And so it turned out that I actually had lupus. And they put me on high steroids for about 5 days, and I was almost in a coma. When I finally ended up starting to feel better, I sat up and I told the chief resident, I said, I feel better today. She said, well, you couldn't have felt any worse, or you would be someplace besides a hospital. So it was really, I was very close to death. I had congestive heart failure, meningitis, my neck was stiff, my kidneys were failing. It was just terrible. So that's lupus is just inflammation. So everything that Debbie's been talking about is what was happening in my body, just an explosion of inflammation. So then I went through about 10 years of at one point, I think I had 16 doctors at Vanderbilt, and I would have to go to 2 or 3 doctor's appointments each week, cardiologists, kidney doctors, everything. So then I went through about 10 years of just extreme fatigue. I would come home and I would take a nap about 4 o'clock in the afternoon and sleep till the next morning. Or I would just wonder if I was even going to be able to walk up the steps to tuck my kids in bed at night. And many nights I couldn't. So then I was so thankful. As I researched, I discovered something called the Wahls Protocol, where you eat 9 cups of fruits and vegetables a day. And I started doing that, and I felt a lot better, but my stomach was so bloated. I mean, that's a lot of fiber and fruits and vegetables, but I did start feeling better. So then the day that my son's swim coach introduced us to Juice Plus was just like a miracle day, because I saw these pills and they were 3 different colors, just like what the Wahls Protocol was talking about. And it was like a light bulb just went on my head, and I was like, these gave me hope, just the thought of that. So then when I started taking them, about 2 months in, I started feeling drastically better. And then I added the purple, and when I added the Vineyard blend, it was like my brain just came alive. And then I actually have documentation that my brain really did come alive, because I had been diagnosed with mild cognitive impairment at Vanderbilt. The neurologist had tested me and had that documented. So just recently, I was invited to be in a research study at Vanderbilt to see about a medicine that could help me. And they were going to pay me $250. So I was like, sure. So I went through a 3-hour battery of tests. And miraculously, I don't have cognitive impairment anymore. So I am so thankful for everything that I've gained from Juice Plus, and especially the help and the hope for my future. And I'm thankful that my whole family's been able to get on Juice Plus and gain health benefits as well.
Oh, Ellen, I love that. That's only the second time I've heard your story, and it's extremely powerful. The thing is, you guys, we hear smaller stories of health regain, off allergy meds, reducing allergy meds, off asthma meds. I had so many people be able to reduce or get off high blood pressure meds. It just goes on and on. Every condition is improved with good nutrition and made worse with the lack of it. Every condition. We don't know what Juice Plus is, how it's going to manifest for you, but it's been proven. It is the number one proven nutraceutical in the world by far, you guys. And there's a reason why it's the number one selling, because it's the smartest. It's made with extreme integrity. The company's always looking for ways to make it even better. So do you know, when I first started taking it, it took minutes to dry the produce, and they developed the technology to flash dry it in seconds. Therefore, it's more potent today than when I started on it 15 years ago. So you will never be sorry if you will give Juice Plus a try. Ask all your questions to whoever invited you here, and then give it a try. For $3.48 a day. Take away the omega if you must. I would not, because what we're seeing with eye health, brain health, it's just incredible. But you can take the 3 for $2.38 a day. And so anyway, it's just the value of the century. And when I saw what this was, I literally read every research study we had at that time, or the company had 15 years ago. And I told my husband, I'm going to tell everybody I know and love about this. I was already thinking of 2 girlfriends. One had a seriously sick little boy, and the other was killing herself with stress. Her hair was falling out. Stress will kill you, you guys. And she was losing weight, and she just was getting sick all the time. And I called them right away. I just said, you know what? I have found something that I hope you will investigate. I can send you something really quick. We can send you more information, get all your questions answered. And so I looked at behind the product because I knew I was going to share this, and I knew I wanted my whole family on it. And even though I could get all 3 of my kids on it for free, because my mother-in-law ordered. What's funny is when I called my mother-in-law and said, I've got something I want you to look at, her doctor at Vanderbilt, her cardiologist, had been trying to get her to take Juice Plus for over 3 years. So she ordered and sponsored in one of my kids. But anyway, even though we could get 3 kids for free, I knew we were going to be eating Juice Plus for the rest of our life. So I was going to share it. So I looked at the business, and I saw that it was $50 a year to buy from yourself and share with those you care and love about, and 0 quota. There's nothing you have to do. There's no quota you have to keep maintaining. But if you want to, we can help you. I looked at the compensation plan, and my husband and I had been strongly discussing, if you get the sign language, how in the world we were going to pay for our daughter's upcoming college tuition. We wanted to send her to a private Christian college. And we were both really working, and we just weren't saving enough money. And I told him, I think if the Lord's willing, I just found a way. And by the time she started college, I thought I'd be making $1,200 a month by the time she started college. And we can show you exactly what that looks like. It's part-time, okay? But I was making quite a bit more than that by then. But that, maybe you just want to share with enough people that you love and are close to you. You cannot keep this quiet. So to pay for your own product, or maybe $500 a month could get your family a vacation that y'all aren't able to take right now, or make a car payment, or pay for college tuition. It's going to take more than $500 a month. But anyway, we need more boots on the ground. If you have a passion for making lives better. And I just got a text from a guy that has MS that, if you could read his text, and we're not allowed to give testimonials that aren't direct, you might be tearing up too. You guys, I do this out of love for people, and it has become a full-time income with incredible benefits, insurance, college tuition assistance, an expense account, a huge Christmas bonus. The company takes care of you. But I did it out of passion. I never knew it would be our full-time income. So if you know someone that has the passion to change lives, get them to ask how simple having your own home-based business is. And then the community, many of the people, if you can see on the screen, have decided to join forces with us. We have a community of love, of extreme love. And I have friends in this business that, if you can call it that, it's a business of love. And I've made friends for life, friends of people with integrity that would share this product whether they got paid or not. We just wouldn't be able to share as often because we'd have to work other jobs. But, you know, it's a blessing. It's a huge blessing. So whether you decide tonight, okay, I'm going to give it a try, what is it going to hurt to try it? And you will never look back, and you will thank the night you saw this and decided yes. And then ask, how easy is it to buy from myself? And if you're curious about that. But thank you for joining us. My prayer is that you will get all your questions answered so that you will say yes to the best, easiest nutrition in the world. Thank you guys. Really, really appreciate your time.